Meet Neuro Bambi, a neuroscience student at U of T, caffeinated, curious, and only sometimes lost. Today, she's your guide through Canada's most iconic campuses, where the buildings look like castles, the squirrels have no fear, and every hallway whispers, "You should be studying." It's not just a campus, it's an academic fairy tale. Let's go. First stop, Trinity College, a stunning enclave reminiscent of Hogwarts, but with an air of refined grandeur and timeless prestige. Bambi glides through the ancient courtyards, as if summoned to a duel of wits with Plato himself, or perhaps simply in pursuit of a well-crafted espresso. The cobblestones, ever so slightly treacherous, are deftly navigated with the grace of a seasoned scholar. Confidence? Most assuredly artful. Next stop, Knox College, U of T's very own cathedral of academia, where the arches curve like ancient questions and the light filters in like it's been edited by a literature major. Bambi steps through the Gothic archway with the kind of cautious confidence that says, "I've read the syllabus, but I'm emotionally unprepared." The air is still and thoughtful, like the whole building is mid-monologue. The scent? A heady mix of vintage book spines, old wood polish, and a whisper of theological ambition. Every hallway echoes like a chapel. Every corner feels curated for someone to sit and write. A manifesto by candlelight. Her boots click against the stone, sounding far too loud for someone who definitely does not know how to conjugate ancient Greek. And then, as if on cue, a squirrel leaps from a mossy stone. Bambi blinks once, slowly, nods with respect, and keeps walking. This is Knox after all. Everyone's doing something intellectual, even the squirrels. She trails her fingers along the cool carved walls, eyes scanning the vaulted ceilings, half expecting a secret staircase to reveal itself, or a ghostly academic to float by, offering unsolicited advice on her thesis. Inside, everything feels grand but hushed, like learning here is sacred. And then she arrives. University College, the crown jewel of the University of Toronto. It doesn't merely stand, it reigns. Part castle, part mystery, and entirely too old to care about your midterm stress. From across the lawn, Bambi tilts her head, taking in the carved stone, the ivy-draped walls, the tower that seems to judge you gently from above. It feels like Hogwarts got a Canadian grant and a superiority complex. She walks forward, slowly, reverently. This isn't just a building, it's a character, one that's been watching students lose their pens and find themselves for centuries. Hush, not silence, hush. The kind of quiet that's been earned over 100 years. The ceilings vault up like lungs filled with memory. It smells of old books, old ideas, and just a whisper of espresso and ambition. Even the air feels like it's trying to think. She walks through the halls, boots echoing softly, passing portraits that have seen it all and still won't tell you how to pass the exam. The woodwork is intricate, the lighting dim but dignified. Up the staircase, slow, careful, past the smooth banisters touched by too many tired hands. At the top, a long corridor hums with memory. Each step feels ceremonial, like ascending into thought itself. A row of doors, each marked with a room number that somehow feels secret. It's the kind of silence that makes you feel both deeply seen and entirely insignificant. Soaking it in, not because she has time, but because something here insists she must. She doesn't sit, she doesn't speak, she just understands that this place isn't about answers, it's about searching. And then slowly she descends. Through the hush, past 1,000 unspoken thoughts still echoing in the walls. Outside again, sunlight finds her. University College says nothing. It doesn't need to. Its approval is quiet, like all good professors. And Bambi walks on, slightly changed notebook under her arm, carrying a little more wonder and a lot more questions. And that's the tour. Neuro Bambi's survived the squirrels, the stairs, and the existential dread. Like, comment, and subscribe for more smart chaos. See you in the next adventure. Brain first, always.